Hey, and welcome to this jazz guitar lesson on Dizzy Gillespie's Night in Tunisia. And the lesson is structured as follows. We're going to look at the form first, the chord shapes that you need, then I'll go through the different sections. And then finally, I'll talk about some sort of sticking points, problem points you might have with the song and how to negotiate them. Everything you see on the screen is available as a PDF. Just check the description for a link to that. So here's the chart on the screen. This has a few different sections to it. So it goes A, B, A, C. But the C section isn't always played. So you've got an A section. Now the A sections are played with a Latin rhythm, and the B section is played with a swing rhythm, and then the C section is kind of often played either after the first head or at the end of someone's solo, so before the next solo, and that's because the C section at the end of it has a lead break for 4 bars. So it's A, all those sections are 8 bars, and then the C section is 16 bars. Chord shapes you're going to need for this one: E flat 7, D minor, E minor 7 flat 5, A7. You're also going to need A minor 7 flat 5, D7 flat 9 to G minor 6. You're also going to need G minor 7 flat 5, C7 flat 9 to F6 9. E minor 11, E9 sharp 11. Another voicing of D minor 7, G9 sharp 11. G minor major 9, G minor 9 slash F, G flat 7 sharp 9, and then F major 7. So there's a lot of chords there. You can get all those as a PDF, link in the description. And the A sections are played with a Latin feel. I kind of go for this. I suppose you could call it like a samba-like. That sort of feel, which is it's 8th note strum. So I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but I'm emphasizing 1, and that's the end of 2. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'm hitting the chord on 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's a bit like Nile Rodgers or something. So. How I'm doing that is I've got the chord shape down, and I'm touching the strings, but I'm not pushing down into the wood of the fretboard, so it's just sort of resting on the strings in the shape, and then I squeeze the chord down when I need it, and then I release it back to this. You're doing this sort of rhythm, you need to be able to hit all 6 strings without worrying about open strings sounding, so you have to do muting in the left hand. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That's what's going on there. And it's just down up alternating. And in the B section it's sort of standard swing rhythm, so. For that C section, people typically play it with just 1 strum for each bar, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's dive into that A section. So we're going E flat 7 to D minor 7 with that Latin feel. Does that 3 times. And then we do a E minor 7 flat 5, A7, D minor. Let me do that at full speed, so like. It's the same thing twice, the A section, so A. Back to start. Sort of thing. Picking it up with the B section, we go A minor 7 flat 5, D7 flat 9 to G minor 6, back to D7 flat 9, back to G minor 6. Make that a minor 7 flat 5, C7 flat 9, up to F6 9, then E minor 7 flat 5, A7, back to an A. Now, I'll just play that before we go back to A. Let me play that B section a bit slower. To that Latin feel then. We then go back for another A section which is identical to earlier. So onto the C section. Now I've voiced these chords to have this note on the top of every chord, which is an A, because that's the melody note that keeps recurring at this point. If you look at the real book, it says the first chord of this section is E minor 7 flat 5, which yeah, totally works, but I think the E minor 11 sounds better because it fits the melody better. And you get this, so. And we get 2 bars. This is when you get to the lead break. I'll just go through that again. So you get E minor 11, E9 sharp 11, D minor 7, then G9 sharp 11, then G minor 9 major 7, G minor 9 slash F, and then this G flat 7 sharp 9, sharp 9 there. And then landing on the F major 7. Now you want to stop dead on the F major 7 because this is the lead break point. This is where Charlie Parker goes absolutely crazy on the version with him on. So we're going F 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 E minor 7 flat 5 A 7. So it's a stab and then 2 bars. Well, the remaining of 2 bars as rests. So F 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 E A. Now some people would just play the F. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 and back to an A section. Whereas I think if you're playing it with people, just to make sure everyone comes in at the same time, it's probably safer to go 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 back like that. That way, less chance of people going out of sync with each other. That's a typical problem point in this song, that lead break, for keeping everyone in time. So, you know, you've got to make sure you count. You know, if you're going to just do the 1F, you've got to make sure you count. Practice it to a metronome, but when you're playing without, you know, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Tap your foot. You just got to keep track of that time somehow. Other things in this tune, I think, is switching between Latin and swing rhythm. It's very common for people, I think, to slow down, probably when they come back out of the swing into the Latin. But either way, you need to practice sort of changing, you know, put a metronome on and practice switching between that sort of swingy sambery rhythm to the swing rhythm, because it might be something you're not used to doing, and it can cause sort of fluctuation in the tempo. And finally, the bass line that, you know, underpins all of this tune in the A sections, it's quite syncopated, so, you know, sort of locking in with that as well is a big thing to sort of get. So sort of playing along to versions, I think, to feel the groove is very important. Don't forget to grab the resources over at my website. Check the description beneath. If you're new here, my name's Andy and I do jazz guitar lessons on Wednesdays and Saturdays here on YouTube. I also have a little Facebook group, just Jazz Guitar with Andy, so feel free to check that out, a little community of my viewers. And thank you for tuning in. Join me for my next video. Hit that subscribe if you don't subscribe already, and hit that like button. If you've got any questions, any comments on today's video, do leave them below. Until next time, you guys take care.